All we've learned is punk is undefinable, so we searched for everyday people's opinions on what punk is. We asked people to define punk, what bands they knew, and if it exists today. We felt maybe we would get a better sense of what punk is by asking people their punkist experience to help us define this anomaly.
Punk rock is hard edge, bare, angry rock and roll music.
Grungy kids with spiked hair, dyed different colors, and weird piercings and tattoos. They don't give a fuck about society.
I don't think there is a good definition at all. People try to do that all the time. It's like defining art. You can't do it. It's too broad. You got scum fucks and vegans and freaking, I don't know. It just takes a whole rainbow of people. Well, rainbow ain't good for it.
DIY is important.
I think that it's you know, if rock and roll is defined as black music played by white people, then punk is kind of rock and roll played by angry urban youth.
The expression of people that are frustrated trying to release their feelings.
I suppose mostly a type of music oriented perhaps around an anti-establishment / perhaps government.
Their own personal style and own personal ideas and stuff like that, and they don't go by what everybody else goes by, they go by their own opinion.
A community of people who live by their own rules, which may or may not conform to society's other rules, or something like that.
A culture centered around a style of music. It's focused on kind of going against the establishment, getting back to like a simpler type of music. And it's like people, like, well, mostly kids, sometimes older people who just want to go against the establishment. And so they don't really follow normal lives. They kind of, most of them are kind of poor. They live together usually, and they just play like this music. It's really simple, like going back to early styles of rock and roll, but like a lot louder and faster.
Sort of a culture almost? Counterculture that is created out of music.
Kind of has a look to it, you know, you gotta have like the, not the headband, but the wild hairdos, like mohawks and like torn t-shirts, or no t-shirts at all, and just really fast, energetic music.
Smart ass.
Fuck yeah.
How?
People who live it.
It's more of a style now instead of pure rebellion. Now kids rebel just to rebel. They don't do it because of anything that's going on.
No, punk was born and came of age in, gosh, when was it?
The 70s?
The 70s. And really emerged out of very specific historical context and musical context, and that seems to me to be over part.
Oh yeah, heck yeah, yes, all over the place.
Yeah, I think punk exists
How?
today. I see a lot of like traveling kids with the same like weird piercings and punkish hair, and they claim to be punks. So.
Well, there's like the commercial kind of punk, which a lot of people would say is not really, but in a way it is. I mean, at least that's what it calls itself. It's kind of like pop music that sort of has like the punk aesthetic, but not like completely. But then also there's like some underground punk music that's still being made. It's sort of like in the 70s, but like it's been updated, kind of.
Black. Anarchists.
Anarchy.
I think of loud metal and mohawks and tight leather with metal studs.
Growing up like a giant nerd and like finding some like, you know, a group of friends that I can hang out with and relate.
And the kids that I meet, they call themselves punk. They just wear black and the tight pants and they do the mohawk.
You think about the Ramones or the Sex Pistols. It's a very kind of working class expression.
And then also like loud music, fast, also.
The movie SLC Punk.
Kind of a gangster-looking baggy pants, maybe stuff like that.
First two bands that really started it were the Ramones and the Sex Pistols, and then just went on from there. And then today, you know, Green Day would probably be considered like a punk band, although some people would debate that.
I don't know any punk bands.
The Damned.
The Exploited, Sex Pistols. Not so much the Ramones, they are some of the roots there of it all.
Or Sex Pistols.
Velvet Underground.
Okay, in Bloomington, I guess, there's what defines Ohio. There used to be Ghost Mice, but they moved away.
X. Buzzcocks.
Everyone on Planet X, the record label.
I know a lot of older punk bands like 41 and Blink 182, stuff like that.
Reed of The Clash.
G.G. Allen.
Like Operation Ivy. We can have ska. I don't know any punk bands.
Patti Smith.
Or The Clash.
In dumpsters.
Oh yeah, high school.
Usually out in the public eye is the easiest way to spot them. They tend to dwell in squats and little collaborative houses and stuff.
Probably outside the skate park and at punk shows.
You can find them just like hanging out, like maybe in the parks, usually smoking.
Well, I know downtown Indy is a good punk scene, and I think Washington, D.C. has a really good hardcore punk scene.
Go to downtown West Lafayette, you'll find a lot of kids who are angry at the world.
Festers on Monday nights.
If you hear like loud music coming from someone's basement, there's probably some punks there.
You gotta look into people's heart to find punk.